What is going on, guys? Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let's go, man. I'm excited to be back. It's all good. Now it is. We're back. We're ready to go. Streams are back. Okay. And we're going to bank. We're going to bank. I'm trading my Apexes right now. These are the same Apexes that I started with you guys like last month, bro. I started these so long ago. Why so long no stream? Bro, my house setup wasn't done yet. I was streaming in the Discord, just not here because I didn't have my camera. But now my camera is all set up, so we're here. We're good. We're back. So the streams are like back to normal. Okay, so let's go through like what's happened here, what I'm kind of anticipating, what I'm expecting. So as you guys know, we were stuck in this range for the longest period of time. Finally, we're getting a move out of this range. So you can look at this range here. Right, this is the range. And we're just trading up and down inside of the range. Finally, we have a move out of this range to the downside, which is good because we have our first potential low of the year level at 23,150 right here. So, or wait, no, this is the second. This is the low of the year level that I have here, 23,150. I got 23,150 potential low of the year. So, yeah. Let's see, because I think we create a low of the year here at 23,150, and we're trading down towards it. We're not very far. We're 700 points away now. So, I'm bearish, right? Obviously, it goes without saying I'm bearish into the 23,150 area, or the 23K area. I'm bearish into that. It's just a matter of getting like a nice clean entry. Over here right now, what I have drawn out is the 1 hour wick CE. All right, we call that the Wixie. All right, we call that the Wixie now. And actually, let me type it out for anybody who's confused. A wick CE is now a Wixie. All right, so this is our trademark. So we have the 1 hour Wixie right here, and looking to potentially grab a short here at the 1 hour Wixie. Maybe. We'll see. Gotta have something lining up there, of course, right? As you guys know, gotta have something lining up. And would love to, you know, grab a nice trade here. Did you bank this week? Yeah, bro, we did pretty good this week. We did pretty good, bro. Would you get the low Yahoo? Yeah, bro, that is a Yahoo level. That is a Yahoo level, man. We have a really nice sweep of these lows here. Nice sweep of that low. And it is trying to get a reversal. The only issue is like there's no upside setup here, really, besides this 15-minute. The 5-minute already inversed. Right, this 5-minute was a nice inverse setup. This 15-minute is what I would focus on. So if I was bullish here, I would be looking to long at this 15-minute closure. 4 hour week CE long, and not a fan. Not a fan. More of a fan of the short, bro, at this 705 area up here. We just hit this 15-minute bullish gap. So if this gives 1 minute change of state to the upside, then that means it's good to continue up into this 922 area. Also, somebody noticed this earlier. I forgot to respond to the question. Somebody noticed this earlier, the 30-minute. I have now officially integrated the 30-minute candle into my PO3 chart here as well. And the reason is because the 30-minute PO3 has been playing out really, really nicely. So, you know, that's why I am now also using the 30-minute. 30-minute with 3-minute? No. It's not. It's you don't align it with anything. You don't align the 3-minute with anything. So the 30-minute is literally just to see the 30-minute PO3. I don't use a 30-minute with a 3-minute, but if you were gonna do a time frame alignment for a 30-minute, yes, it would be a 3-minute. Yeah, correct. Isn't that a 2-candle reversal on 30-minute? Yeah, I think it's gonna go a little bit higher into this 922, and then around 920s is where I would like to frame a short. It's trim my longs. Think it's going higher. I might have missed that heavily. Yeah, I think it's gonna go a little bit higher. That would be my guess here. Just the way this looks, I would think a little bit higher. Yeah. Will we fill the 4-hour? Like this one up here? Is this one you're talking about? I don't know. I think we go lower from there. If we even get up there. Arlie Wixie lines up with 30-minute. I don't really use the 30-minute for fair value gaps or anything like that. Then we can get a short right out of this 15-minute. This 15-minute has already delivered a potential short setup. Right here, a closure underneath this low was the short. I'm not taking it because I want a little bit higher before short. I want 920s and then short. I'm not doing a limit at the CE, no. Do you think you can explain your strat in 3 to 5 steps? And does all steps have to be met to consider it a valid A+ setup? Yes. SMT need to take place on the time frame of the PD array. No, it doesn't have to be on the time frame of the PD array. A closure above here is effectively a bullish entry, by the way. Have you noticed recently Asia's been making higher low day? That's usually the case. What time frame do you use for SMT? It doesn't have to be a specific time frame for SMT. It could be any time frame for SMT. It doesn't matter. I might try this long out on these apexes. It doesn't look like half bad, bro. It would be a 2.8R into the Wixie E. It's not that bad. I don't hate it. I do not hate this at all. Will it be alright to hold through New York? I mean, yeah, if you have a good draw, yes. I wouldn't have held anything through New York this last week because, as you guys saw, we're in a massive range, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I wouldn't have held anything like from overnight into New York because chances are it would have just like reversed. But now that we have some, we actually have a trend here now, it's going lower. I would be okay with holding it through New York, yeah. Okay, are you taking this trade? Yeah, I think I'll take it. If we get the closure, I'll take it. Average RR. It depends. So I have 2 models. I have a top and bottom ticking model that I use. And then I have the flow model, which is the one I share with you guys here. So it depends. The flow model, it's what? Like 3R, 2R average. Our top and bottom ticking model, FTT, is more like 8 to 10R on average. A+ or just A? No, just A. The overall bias is down. Okay, the overall bias is lower, but this trade here looks pretty solid because we had a sweep of the low here, really nice sweep of the low. We had a sweep of this internal low here, and if we get a 1-minute change in state to the upside, respecting this bullish 15-minute, that means we will inverse this 15-minute as well to go even higher, right, into the potential sell. So there are some times where I don't take, like if I have an idea to short, I'm only just going to wait for the short, but other times like this where the trade actually looks good to the short, I'll take it regardless. I'll take both. We are above. Let's see if we can get a closure. 10 seconds here. How can you hold overnight when Trump keeps manipulating the market? Yeah, I haven't been. That's what I'm saying. You can't really hold it overnight. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna get a entry here. Fuck, bro. I could have gotten a better entry, but I actually just sold the bag. I low-key folded because I just got such a shitty entry. On God, I just got such a shitty entry, bro. All right, my stop loss is gonna be that low, the same low right here. My entry is so ass, bro. 79 is my entry. My God, I got absolutely cooked on this entry. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I should have gotten a way better. I should have gotten it on the closure. I was setting the contracts. I just dropped the RR by a lot. Okay, I'm trying this out. Let's see. 922 is the TP. 922 is the TP. 922 is where I want to frame a short from. So my overall bias is lower, okay? If you guys look at this 4 hour, it's for sure going lower. But in order for it to go lower, I'm basically insinuating that it's going to go to this area here and then lower from there, right? So I'm thinking that this is where it's going to go lower from. I'm just taking the long up into the short, basically, is what's happening. That's it. This 15-minute just opened, but because we have a buy model out of here, I would assume that it should get an inverse, right? That 15-minute should get an inverse to then just come back lower through it. So the whole idea here for Asia is going to be lower. We are bearish, but I need it up here in order to be bearish. Okay? That's the idea behind this long here. So if we can get up here, I will slap some shorts and it'll be nice and amazing and great. Also, another thing is right here, we had a bearish setup trigger, right? We had a bearish setup trigger right here. We had a change in state. We had a closure underneath this low. However, as you could see, it didn't play out, right? So that to me also signals a little bit of potential bullishness up into this area, okay, at least. That's what I would like to see. So if we were like super properly bearish right here, then this setup should have played out and it should have just went lower from here, but it didn't. So kind of supports my bullish thesis there as well, right? Above this high, I go break even. By the way, guys, above this high, I go break even. Not that it matters because fucking TP is like right there, but above this high, I'll go break even. Could you go over CEs again? CE is literally a midpoint. That's all it is. Okay, CE is a midpoint. So for example, right here, you see how this candle, this big old wick right here, pushes into this fair value gap. Okay, we can now effectively use this as a rejection block. And so we can mark out this wick, and the CE is literally just the midpoint of the wick. That's all it is. It's the midpoint of the wick. Okay. That's it. Got an 871. I just waited for it to come back to CISD. Yeah, you got a way better entry than me, bro. Way better entry. Honestly, I was like fucking... I fat fingered it because I should have waited. I was just changing the contract size. And I got such a bad entry, bro. I would have gotten an entry here. I just got cooked on my entry because I was fat fingering the contract sizes. Can you explain the consistency? Yeah, you just can't make more than a certain percent of your total balance in one day. So let's say on Apex, right? On Apex, for example, I'll use Apex as an example for this. On Apex, you can request a $2,000 payout or a $1,500 payout, sorry, at $4,600, or actually it would be lower than that, right? Because it can't go. So it'd be what the fuck is the math there? Hold on. 52, yes, 52 plus 1,500. So yeah, 53.5. So $3,500 you can request a 1,500 because that would leave you at 2 Rand remaining. Okay, so from what I understand for the new accounts, I don't have the new accounts, but from what I understand for the new accounts, $3,500 is required. Okay, just change the math around for whatever the total is if I'm wrong. Okay, so your total amount required needed to request payout is 3.5K, right? So let's say the total is 3.5K. You do 3.5K times 50% because that's the consistency rule. And the answer to that is 3,500 times 50%. It's 1,250, right? God, bro. What's wrong with my throat? Or 1,750, not 1,250. So it'd be 1,750. Right, there you go. So can't make more than 1750 in 1 day. That's it. Very simple. This is how you calculate. This is how you calculate consistency rule. That's it. Very simple. You just take the total balance and you multiply it with the consistency percent. After 1.5 years of trading, I finally became consistently profitable these past 2 months. Patience was the key that changed everything for me. Feels great. Any tips? Not really. If it's your first time, like freshly being profitable, I would track everything. So that means like journal, track all of your trades, track literally everything. Okay. And use these stats that you collect during this time where you're killing it, to refer to if there's ever a time where you're not doing as well or your system stops performing as well, you can refer to these stats and then change things as needed. Okay. You took longs? Yeah. Yeah, I'm in some little longs here. 15-minute Wixies. Yeah, it is nice. Not bad. If it comes back up to my break even, I'll move the stop loss to the Wixie low that we put in here. Okay, so literally easy short setup I've seen. Quick turnaround, but I'm scalper. Lower high was put in. What risk are you taking on versus target? First time tuning in, so just curious. Yeah, so my target, so my bias is short. Said this before a few times. My bias is short, but I would like to be short from this area here. Okay, the 920s is where I want to place my short. I had a bullish, like actionable bullish setup here for almost a 2R into 920s, where I would have then been able to place a short. So basically like reverse my position for short back down. And that would have been like, you know, the ideal setup for me, because I do want to take a short, just not from inside of here. A lower high being put in here doesn't really make, maybe obviously our systems are different, right? But a lower high or a higher high, whatever, like highs and lows like that don't really mean too much to me, because there still has to be an actionable setup, right? I don't like trade on discretion. This model is not on discretion. The only discretionary part about this model is my bias, overall bias. That's it. So the entry is very mechanical, and you know, it's not going to show up here for the downside. Not until we get up here, then it'll show up. You feel less confident taking centers if there's SMT, but ES is leading. I definitely don't like when ES leads, for sure. I enter basically at the start of the momentum is the goal, right? I trade this 4-hour range. So if we have a 4-hour open, like, you know, whatever 4-hour candle we have, I'm looking to trade the entirety of the 4-hour range, right? I want to enter, if I'm bearish, I want to enter in this upper wick and I want to trade the range lower. If I'm bullish, then I want to enter at the bottom of this wick and then trade this range higher, right? That's my see any EMAs or indicators? Yeah, I don't use any EMAs or indicators or anything like that. It's just solely based off of price action and levels. As soon as I see certain price signatures, that's when I would get my entry. Here for the 4-hour above this big wick before market close. The 4-hour above this big wick. Are you talking about this gap right here? I do care about it, yeah. But if there's going to be a reversal, the first area for a reversal is right here. Right, 920s is the first place that we could potentially get a reversal from, like a reliable high. And if that fails, then yeah, then we'd be looking for 24K again. I'm not gonna try a long anymore. No, the long should have played out where I got my entry there. It didn't. So now at this point, I'm not. You know, I don't really care. Maybe down here, what is this, 838? So the 838, like 830s area right here could be another potential area to long, but I probably would sit that out, I think. We'll see. We'll scope it out. That's a Trump tweet candle. Wait, are you talking about this? Was this a Trump tweet candle for real? What did he tweet at 4 p.m. on the dot, bro? What did this guy tweet? didn't even see. I wasn't like paying attention. Holding off on Iran power plant destruction strikes. Okay. Literally whenever it dumps, he just goes and tweets manipulation like 10 minutes before market close. Bro, it's... I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. I swear to God, I've never in my 7 years of trading, never once have I seen something happen like what's happening here where, like, bro, he'll just straight up come on and just cap. Like, it's all lies. Everything is just cap to manipulate the living shit out of the market. Never seen that before, bro. It's like, bro, how is it even allowed? Like, I don't know how it keeps getting away with it, bro. Like, genuinely, I don't know. And it's funny because at the start, before like any random tweet or any random thing he says, there will be like brand new poly market accounts that get created that put $140,000-$150,000 into wherever he's saying the market's gonna go, right? It's funny, bro. Every single time. So we know Baron, we know what you're doing, Baron. All right, we know what you're doing behind closed doors, buddy. No, discipline execution, it was not. This is something that I'm going to introduce to you guys very soon that are in premium. I'm going to introduce this to you guys, but I haven't really talked much about this, no. Yeah, maybe now the upside plays out after I got out. It would make some sense. I think this is like almost back to break even. This is at break even, basically. It's at where my break even was. Funny how that works, right? Yeah, we just inverse the... I mean, this objectively speaking looks like a pretty nice, decent long here. Decent long right here. Like, if I was to take this... I'm not going to take this here, but if I was to, it'd be probably something like this. Going back to 920s. I think 920s come, like, for sure. I think 920s come. It's just a matter of, is it going to reverse there, or is it going to want to go a little bit higher to reverse? I think 920s should come. Trump's so good for the markets. I don't think anybody... I think whoever's saying that is just rage baiting, to be very honest. Think it breaks Asia high, what's your basis? Like I said, if there has to be a reversal, it has to be from here. Like, bare minimum here, right? It could go a little bit higher, but this is where I would like to see a reversal get framed. The reason here, it's very similar. It's very simple. So we have this range here, right? From this high to this wick. This range, we just need to see the 50% of this range in order to go lower. And the 50% of the range here, in this case, is 920s, which is above the current Asia high. So need to at least get there to frame a short. Okay. And then if it doesn't reverse from here, then it'll go 24K area and then go lower from there. But that's my thoughts here for this session. This is super choppy right now, though. I mean, we are kind of in this new range now. So us getting a breakthrough like this would be essentially exactly what we need to frame a short back down to the low of the range. This is where I'm looking to place an entry. I'm still on it. Should I move the stop loss in the new low? It's up to you. However you want to manage your trade. But I'm a fan of this thing going a little bit higher than lower. Maybe I'm biased because I want to enter a fucking short, and this is the only area where I can get one. Straight tonight, we're looking to short, bro. Looking to short these 920s right here. Looking to short that. We can get up there. And right now, it's kind of just in this little range. It's not doing too much. Yeah, very slow and range bound here. We're not really doing anything. We're still inside of this this news, the 4 p.m. news candle. We're literally trading inside of the same range. It has not broken out of that range. I think high of the week is in now for sure, right? Like Monday is 100% high of the week. So Friday should trade lower, right? We should go lower Friday. is the idea here. What time frame you take your entries? There's not like one specific time frame. I use a bunch. All the time frames that I use, so I'll tell you guys what I use. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. Those are the main ones that I use. What's your R when you win? Depends on which model I'm trading. I have 2 models I trade. So, sometimes it is, for this model, the one that I showcase here, which is the flow model, it is usually 2 to 3 R. And with FDT, which is top and bottom taking model, it's like 8 to 10 R. But win rate's obviously a little bit lower with that one. If it was a 4-hour FPG, I think I know what you're talking about. When was it? This might be what you're talking about here. Oh, 10 AM, yeah, right here. Yeah. This was indeed very beautiful. This was, by the way, not just 4 hour, but 15 minute as well. There was a 15 minute here. So 15 minutes to 1 minute, which would have been the ideal setup. You got an entry there and you wouldn't have fucking sold till all the way down here. No, there wasn't an SMG in that trade. You could take it regardless because you look good. Yeah. Because the draw is really strong. Short to New York close. It's going to go lower than that. It probably goes even lower than that. But only thing is, I'm not a fan of shorting here. I need it above Asia high to short. If it gets above Asia high, I'm all in favor of short. Inside of this range, I'm good. I already tried it once, and that's where the 282 loss came from. I'm good. I'll pass. TGIF? No, because this weekly profile had nothing to, no TGIF or anything. Because the way this weekly profile was set up, there was no new low created on the week until yesterday, or until today, right? Today's trading session. So Thursday made the new low of the week. So Tuesday, Wednesday were inside bars. Didn't do shit Tuesday or Wednesday. Today was the only day where we actually got like a decent enough move. So this weekly profile is a little, I don't know, it's a little iffy. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't call it TGIF. What's TGIF? TGIF means that Monday makes the high of the week. Every single day from Monday goes lower, right? So Monday makes high of the week. Tuesday makes a new low. Wednesday makes a new low. Thursday makes a new low. So if you have basically like a linear going down all week. And so Friday is a TGIF, return to the mean, where we expect Friday to return back into the range, right? So the weekly range would look like this, where, oops. The weekly range would look like this, right? And then here's Friday, right here's Friday. Boom. Okay. Whether it goes up like with that intensity or whether it just goes like here, you know, depends. But Friday is essentially just a bullish green day. There we go. Went lower there on the 30 minute and 15 minute. You see 4 hour double bottom like tomorrow or London bullish? I don't know. It's like a weird range. Watch it dump without me. Bro, if it doesn't get to 920s before it dumps, it's going to dump without me. I'm not going to get in again until New York. Any advice to handle intraday? Pass TPT multiple times with blue all in pro before passing buffer. Size down, bro. Size down. Yo, there's too many of you guys, I swear to God. I don't know why you guys size up on trailing drawn accounts. Size down. Get past the buffer, then size up. I've been trading these apexes in front of you guys, bro, with this trailing drawdown. You guys see the trailing drawdown right here. I've been trading these in front of you guys. The trailing drawdown is still at 2K. It was at 2,500 earlier before I took this loss. But yeah, bro. I mean, just chill, size down, and you'll be okay. Heard EOD Apex after 6 payouts, you have to buy new ones. Yeah, you do. Yo, you know what's funny though? What's funny is the people who are gonna complain about Apex having to get new accounts after 6 payouts are the same people who haven't even gotten 1 payout. They'll look at that and they'll be like, oh my God, bro, Apex is the worst, bro. 6 payouts, I gotta get new accounts. Oh my God, that's horrible. Whole time you haven't even gotten 1 payout. Why are you complaining about it having to get new accounts after 6 payouts? Maybe get there first and then complain about it. Is Chop City just going to the top of the range? Yeah. Hopefully 920s. And then, oh my God, it's almost midnight. Holy fuck, it's almost midnight, bro. All right, guys. It's almost midnight. I am going to call it a day. Wait, hold up. Okay, I'm going to call it a day here for this stream because it's almost midnight. It's time for me to go sleepy time so I can be here at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow, okay? I'll be here at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow. I am going to be trading. My priority is going to be trading these apexes that you guys are seeing right under here. My priority is going to be trading these apexes to take these to payout or to basically blow them. Hopefully the payout. Make sure you guys lock in. I'll be here at 9:15 a.m. tomorrow and then 9:30 p.m. for Asia. So same schedule. But all right, guys. Love you all, bro. Have a good one. Have a great night. Sleep tight. See you tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.